Celebrating the 4th of July, a teenager shot in the ankle. This happened up in Harlem.
Police are still investigating, but it's only the latest shooting after a violent weekend in the city. Let's get right to Fox 5's Robert Moses. He joins us live now from the concourse section of the Bronx, where 3 people were shot last night. Robert, yesterday we reported a 12-year-old, a 5-year-old, today a 13-year-old. What's the latest there?
Yeah, Tashani and Dan, another day, another neighborhood in the Bronx that has seen a shooting with multiple victims. New crime statistics that just came out from the NYPD show that shootings across the city year to date through Sunday are actually down sharply, more than 25% in fact, but that is cold comfort to the latest victims of gun violence.
The 4th of July began with more violence inflicted on a child. Police say just before 1 this morning, a 13-year-old boy was shot in the ankle at 310 West 143rd Street in Harlem. Video from the scene shows crime scene tape inside the lobby of the apartment building there and officers using flashlights to search for evidence outside. The NYPD says the 13-year-old was taken to Lincoln Hospital in stable condition. Police have not made any arrests. A little more than 4.5 hours earlier, 2 miles to the northeast, police say 3 men were shot on Walton Avenue just outside Joyce Kilmer Park in the concourse section of the Bronx. A witness described what he heard.
Boom, 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 like by 6.
Rapid succession.
Yes.
A 24-year-old and 44-year-old were hit in the leg. Another 44-year-old was hit in his buttocks. All 3 men were taken to Lincoln Hospital in stable condition. Police have not made any arrests. Police know who they're looking for in the shooting of a 5-year-old girl Friday night in the Olinville section of the Bronx. She suffered a gunshot wound to her back as she sat in the back seat of this car, but is expected to make a full recovery. Police identified their suspects as 26-year-old Curtis White of the Bronx.
We locked him up in 2015 for attempted murder.
And 25-year-old Austin Morrishow, also of the Bronx.
He's a member of the Mac Baller gang. His criminal history is as follows. He's been the victim of a shooting 2 times. He's the subject of a local robbery pattern. He's on U.S. probation until 2025. He's on probation for a firearm.
Police have already made an arrest in the killing of 15-year-old Wesley Vasquez Saturday night in Riverbank State Park in Hamilton Heights. Yesterday, state police announced the arrest of 36-year-old Annabelle Cruz of the Bronx. He is charged with 2nd-degree murder and criminal possession of a weapon.
And the NYPD's acting police commissioner, Ed Caban, says that over the last 18 months, the department has taken more than 10,500 guns off the streets. But he would be the first to say there are still too many guns out there falling into the wrong hands. Tashani back.
Reeling in disbelief after a wild shootout in Philadelphia the night before Independence Day.
Sound like fireworks.
5 people killed, including 1 teen. His mother speaking out, addressing the shooter.
You shot towards children and innocent children that had nothing to do with anything, and my son happened to be one of the people that get killed. I hope you get everything you deserve.
Also among the injured, twin toddlers. One shot in the leg, the other injured by shattered glass as they sat in their mother's car. This morning, police say the suspect responsible for the chaos is behind bars, pending charges.
Such an act of violence is abhorrent and goes against everything we stand for in this community.
New traffic camera footage appearing to show a person dressed in all black with a rifle. Police only confirmed with NBC News this video is part of their investigation.
All right, all units use caution. We got somebody with a long gun.
On Monday night, when police arrived at the scene, the gunman was still firing.
On what was supposed to be a beautiful summer evening, this armed and armored individual wreaked havoc.
Officers worked quickly to scoop victims to safety while pursuing the suspect into an alleyway where they were taken into custody.
Based upon limited information I have, that we do not see a basis for concluding that that person's discharge of a firearm was illegal.
The shooting, just one of a terribly violent stretch of days on this holiday week. Deadly gunfire broke out Monday night in both Fort Worth, Texas and Wichita, Kansas. And a mass shooting Sunday in Baltimore at a block party, injuring 28 people and killing 2.
I feel like we're in a war.
Why we have guns? Why kids have guns?
Yeah, Craig, and President Biden has spoken out about the gun violence, calling for stricter gun control. Back here in Philadelphia, we're expecting that suspect to be in court today, where more charges are expected to be announced. Craig?
George Silly's Force. George, thank you.
You to stay on top of the mass shooting in Baltimore's Brooklyn neighborhood. This is the surveillance video we promised you at the top of the show. This came from a neighbor who lives on 8th Street, which is right around the corner from where the shooting started. You can see dozens of people running through the streets to escape. Once again, 2 people are dead. 9 more remain in the hospital after a total of 30 people were shot in the area. You can count on WJZ to continue covering this story for you and bring you updates as we get them.
There was double parked cars, blocked street. There was fireworks hitting a window. Someone got shot. Seen a couple of people arrested.
The police officers instituted martial law. What is it? We can't walk the streets. Our civil liberties are being taken over by the government.